Welcome to one and all, especially those of you who have travelled a long distance to be here and share this. Thank you. I hope that your day so far has been filled with the joy and happiness that always comes with a wedding celebration. I hope so, because I have some very important news for you that may bring a sudden change to the preceding years. As most of you well know, Claire, and perhaps to a lesser extent Adam, have been making very detailed plans and preparations for this their big day for quite a long time now. Some while back, when I had just begun my initial thoughts into what might go into my speech, I had a small mention of a matter that Claire thought to tell me of, probably whilst I was being served one of her beautifully crafted meals. Sank terror into my very core. Casually dropped one-liner that those of you who are parents will well know can only be hit home with such devastating pinpoint accuracy by one's own words. The comment she made so lightly and really changed my life for the next few months was along the line. You know, there will only be 25 minutes for the speeches. At first I thought, not too bad. Although I didn't yet to make a start in my speech, I've been rolling ideas around inside my head for getting on for 18 months. No, not too bad, with a bit of extensive editing and savage trimming. I could possibly get down to not much of an overrun beyond the 25 minutes. I replied to Claire in this way, no, she said, 25 minutes for all three speeches. Blind panic. She wasn't joking. 3 speeches in 25 minutes. That's just above 8 minutes apiece. That's not a speech I thought, that's a race against time. Now, I love the challenge as much as anyone, but how to fit in a lifetime's thoughts and feelings for a daughter I have loved as much as any father could. Well, that is one of the greatest challenges I have ever been set. There was nothing else for it. My speech would have to be short, to the point, and delivered efficiently. Finger bottomly meant that I couldn't for one moment imagine that any action by me could be the cause of any problems. The danger to any plan I made might be the actions of others. Yes, you lot. So I've had to employ special measures to ensure that my speech does not overrun. In fact, such is my determination to ensure that this doesn't overrun, I've had to carefully structure this speech in such a way as to be certain that there is no applause, no audience participation, no embarrassment. I've done my part in this, and I must arrange that those of you listening do your part too. Do not spoil my 8-minute plan. I think I can be sure that I am just the one best able to do this, being perfectly suited to achieving absolutely no rapport with my audience. At last I have found my life's path and true destiny. Thank you for giving me that great opportunity, Claire and Adam. Firstly, let me offer thanks from all of us here to the bridesmaids and flower girls, Shelley, Gemma, Lily, Isabella, Lola, and Hannah. Didn't they all perform their duties beautifully? Little girls in pretty dresses reminds me of a time, years ago, when Claire, as a carnival princess, did meet up with the real princess herself and chatted with her. Chatted with her while I've still got a photograph of that. The real princess's son got married himself earlier this year. You might have heard about it in the news. Bit of a big deal, that wedding, but nowhere near as important as this one. And I bet it was nowhere near having the distinguished participants and guests that this one has. I've desperately tried to limit the amount of stories and jokes that I receive by email or internet to an absolute minimum. However, it is inevitable that the odd one will sneak through. Such as, after being married for 50 years, I wanted to ask her husband to describe her. He looked at her slowly, then said, "You're A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. She asked, "What does that mean?" He said, "Adorable, beautiful, cute, delightful, elegant, foxy, gorgeous, hot." She smiled happily and said, "Oh, that's so lovely. What about IJK?" He said, I'm just kidding. His eyes still Claire has always very much been her own person. The confident, articulate, beautiful woman you see before you today was not an easy pushover either as a child. I remember once on holiday in Spain, there was a small kebab kiosk very close to the hotel we were staying at. The smell of the cooking meat on sticks was delicious at all times of day and night as we came and went from the hotel. This was before Claire had become a vegetarian, but she had by then concerns about eating meat. I did assure her that it was all right to eat these, but she did almost daily, thinking that they were chicken and therefore okay. There have not been many times I have managed or even tried to pull one over on Claire, so it is now with deep shame that I have to here and now admit that the meat was actually veal. Usually when a woman marries, she changes her surname to that of her husband's. This is seen as a mark of respect and a gain for most, except the bride's father, of course, who sees a member of those with his surname legal to join in others. I was therefore extremely pleased to receive my telephone directory a little while back, and as you do, I had a look to see if my own entry was in it. It brought a tear to my eyes to see, close to my own entry, that of Adam Bottomley, Claire and Adam's address. Claire and Adam's address and phone number next to it. So it is lovely to see that Adam is properly embracing this name change monarchy in a thoroughly modern way. And if you think I'm making this up, you can no doubt check using an app on your iPhone, whatever it is that they do. Adam, we are delighted to welcome you into our little family. We have found you to be a kind and considerate man who deserves a good wife. Thank goodness you married Claire before you found her. I'm not going to give you lots of twee advice, but just some words of warning from the Bishop of Oxford. Statistically speaking, the person sitting next to you at this moment is the one most likely to murder you. Finally, I would ask you all to join me in this prayer. Here's to the past for all you've learned. Here's to the present for all that you share. Here's to the future for all your plans together. And here's to love, laughter, and happy ever after. I give you the toast, the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Ormrod, and Claire and Adam.